Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is having a good week wherever you are. Now let's just dive in. Today I'll be doing an update/tutorial video on how to copy trade on my favorite crypto exchange, BTCC. Now if you're not familiar with copy trading, it's one of the most popular features not just on BTCC but in all of crypto in general. It basically allows you to just put your trading on autopilot and pattern your trades after some of the top performing real traders on each platform. But here's the thing, the leaderboard of traders that you can choose from changes like crazy each week. There's new hot traders coming in. There's traders that were hot last week dropping off. Then there's the long-term stays, people who, their returns aren't quite as crazy high as some of the newcomers, but they managed to stay on the leaderboard for months and months. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I assess the changing leaderboard each week, what sort of stats I think are important, which ones aren't, how I can tell if a trader is just hot in the short term or whether he has staying power. So sit back, get comfortable, and remember, there are timestamps if you want to skip around to certain sections of the video. I always put the timestamps right here in the middle of the video description area. Also, if you just want to sign up for an account in BTCC and you haven't yet, always use this link at the top of the description area right there, and you can get up to $10,000 in bonuses. That money can be used to cover things like trading fees, trading losses, and other stuff. And if you want to join any of the campaigns I'm about to talk about in a minute, trading competitions, giveaways, etc., use any of these top few links also in the video description area. And then before we begin, I just want to point out a few other videos I've done recently in the last couple of weeks or months that might also be of helpful to you. So I've done a few sort of basic beginners tutorial style videos, just how to use BTCC. I did this one about a week ago, and then I did this one here. It goes through, how to create an account, how to do KYC, how to set up 2FA, and then the basics of spot trading, futures trading, copy trading, etc. Then I've done a few other very specific copy trading tutorial videos along the lines of what I'm going to cover in today's video. Here's one I did about a month ago, and then there is another one I did right there. And if you're a advanced futures trader, I did this video 5 months ago showing you what all the buttons mean, sort of some of the hard to get features. So definitely check out this futures tutorial video. And now a few reasons why you should use BTCC relating to its history. Well, they have been around since June 2011. That makes them the oldest still standing crypto exchange of anything out there except Bitstamp. BTCC, they are older than Kraken. They're older than Coinbase. They're older than Bitfinex. They're way older than Binance and Bybit and Crypto.com. And they've had zero security incidents or hacks during that time. And, in the age of Bitforex and FTX and Mt. Gox, that kind of stuff matters. A good track record of perfect security practices definitely matters. Additionally, BTCC is fully available for traders in the USA like myself. No VPN, no KYC is needed. They have all the relevant licenses. How do they have this stuff? Well, again, they've been operational for 14 years, so they have just built up the right relationships with the regulators. It's also available in Canada and Europe and pretty much everywhere else. Again, no VPN or KYC is needed up to certain limits. And then as for the coins listed, they are adding new coins every single week. Like just last week, they added 6 new spot coins, and they have a big selection of coins that you can choose from. For example, on their spot exchange, they have over 300 different pairs, different coins, and then on a futures exchange, they have over 380. Again, that is way more coins than a lot of other top exchanges offer. Now let's look at the current ongoing campaigns that BTCC has. These are campaigns geared towards both new users, incentives to sign up and start trading, and also experienced traders, incentives to sort of increase your trading volume and get bonuses. They're always listed right here on the exchange website, and then sign up for them using my links right down here, these top few links at the top of the video description area. But anyways, to summarize the current ongoing ones, this is ones for select users, 100% deposit cashback. If you deposit a certain amount of money, up to $10,000 using crypto, then you can get a corresponding amount of up to $10,000 trading voucher. The voucher can be used to place trades on the future exchange with certain leverage limits. And then if you make profits, then you can withdraw those profits. Again, that is for select users only. This one's for anyone. The first crypto deposit reward pool, it has about 3.5 days left. If you deposit $200 and you get $10 cash back, that one is just short and sweet, pretty simple. The copy trading loss program, this is pretty cool. This is for first-time copy traders. If you open up a copy trading position during the month of July, so about 4 or 5 days left, and that results in a loss, BTCC will cover the first $50 of that loss. pretty cool. This one's pretty similar. The first futures trade protection program. This one has 3 days left. And again, it's for first-time futures traders. If you open up a futures trade during the campaign period and it results in a loss, BTC will cover up to $50 of that loss. Again, pretty cool. And then the hot coins trading week. This one comes and goes. This current campaign has 6 days left. The coins will change with future campaigns, but basically, if you trade these specific futures trading pairs or these specific spot trading pairs during the campaign period and with certain up to certain trading volumes, then you get a certain reward between $5 and $100, depending on how much you trade. Obviously, the more you trade, the higher the volumes, the greater your reward will be. And again, for any of these campaigns, use the links at the top of the description area right down there. Now let's start the copy trading tutorial portion of the video. And if you're not sure what copy trading is, basically you choose a lead trader who is trading with his own real money on the platform. You can study a bunch of metrics along the lines of what their returns are, how well they're doing as a trader. And then when you select a lead trader to copy, then you put some money in your account on BTCC, and then it basically just starts trading on autopilot. It opens and closes the exact same trades that lead trader makes on a going forward basis using the amount of money that you have specified given some certain metrics. So to start, you're going to go to copy and then futures copy trading. And copy trading is only for futures. You are not copy trading a lead trader's spot trades. You are just copying their futures trades, in case that wasn't clear. Click on that. Okay, then this brings you up to the leaderboard. So these are all the lead traders, again, who are trading with their own real money. You can see the amount of money, the assets under management they're trading with. You can see the win rate of all their trades, what percentage of trades are profitable versus not. You can see the P&L of their portfolio in the last 30 days, how much it's gone up on a percentage basis and a gross basis. You can see the number of copy traders copy trading each of them. You can even see the returns each of the copy traders has been making when they specifically copy trade that lead trader. Then I'm going to show you the analysis I use for how I go through all the lead traders and select the best one. And in this week's batch, there are a few traders that definitely stand out as being hot right now. So then once you make a decision, you're just going to go to the specific lead trader you like. You're going to click on copy at the right side. Then you're going to set some parameters here I'll show you later in the video along the lines of how much money you want to put into each trade going forward that you are going to copy trade off of them. So now how do I sort through the categories? So you can look at overall ranking, and then there are definitely some traders like these top two that I want to look at, but a lot of the traders in the overall ranking leaderboard are kind of small. They only have like $1,000 in assets under management, maybe 5 to 10 people copy trading them. So there's, some useful information you can glean there, not too much. Rising Star, same thing. So you have a few big traders. This trader, they each have $25,000 and $65,000 under management. They have at least 500 people copy trading both of them, but the other people down here again are kind of newer. Some of them have only logged a couple trades. So Rising Stars, again, not that much information. Then win rates, that's the amount of trades that are profitable versus not profitable. So you can see a lot of these people have 100% win rates, but they probably only have like 3 or 4 trades that they've logged so far because their portfolios are kind of small. So in those categories, there's not quite that much information that I can glean. So I want to look at some columns that at least show me how much money the traders have that they're trading with, because I don't want any newbies. So if you go to AUM, everyone on the top page is trading with between $25,000 and $65,000 of their own money. So that's what I like to see. They have a lot of skin in the game. Number of copy traders. So all the traders on page 1 have between 400 and 1,500 copy traders copy trading them. So it sounds like all these traders have been around the game for at least 6 to 12 months, lead trading on this platform. Now, P&L percentage, this is a good one. So the P&L in the last 30 days of each of their portfolio, on page 1, it ranges from 20% to 213%. So yeah, we want to look at these two top traders, 193%, 213%, but it doesn't really equate to that much money. It only equates to an increase of $320 for one person's portfolio and $5,000 for the other person's portfolio, and their assets under management are less than $1,200. So we don't want those two people. Now, 3 traders that clearly stick out as having a lot of influence are BlackRock, Technical Trader, and Invictus. They all have 500, 138, and 190 people currently copy trading them. Now, technical trader, we can look at him, but his current assets under management only $2,700, so he might be withdrawing some of his profits because his 113% 30-day return, that did equate to $17,000 in his P&L, increasing in a gross percentage. So that's pretty good. But first, let's look at Invictus. So clicking on Invictus's profile, we can see, let's first look at their returns. On the 1 week, they are up, their portfolio is up 2%. On the 1 month, their portfolio is up 20%. On the 3 month, their portfolio is up 47%. So those numbers are decent. They're not unbelievable because honestly, Bitcoin and the rest of the market in the last 3 months is up close to 47%. So they're not really outperforming the market on a gross percentage basis. But look at this here. So their trades in the last 7 days, 92% of them are winning trades. In the last month, 96%. And then in the last 3 months, overall, 97%. So 620 trades, 97% of them were profitable. So that shows me since the portfolio isn't going that much, they have a very low risk strategy where their trades are kind of geared to be winners, but they take profits very quickly. They don't really let the winning futures positions ride that much. So this could still be good. If I'm just putting a fixed percentage on my portfolio in each of the trades of them, then I would clearly be in profit. Another thing I like about Invictus is that he has a very diversified portfolio. He's opening and closing positions in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Pepe. He's got some XRP, and then he has a bunch of other coins more in the other category. So he has a diversified portfolio, meaning all his gains are not just from one coin he is trading. Now let's look at the other two hot traders with decent sized portfolios, BlackRock and Technical Trader. So first we're going to look at Technical Trader. On the 1 week, he's up 31%. On the 1 month, he's up 113%. On the 3 months, he's also up 113%. So that means that the first 2 months of the last 3 month period, he was pretty flat. Either he just didn't trade a lot or he just, and as you can see, he didn't really trade too much. And then he's really picked up his trading in the last month. He's pretty good, and he's 97% win rate in the last week, 89% in the month, 85% in the last 3 months. But look at this. He's only trading 2 coins, Ethereum and Doge. And Ethereum has been the hottest coin in all of crypto, Dogecoin too. So of course, in the last month, he's going to have a lot of these gains. So that's just not a diversified portfolio enough for my liking. So now we're going to look at the other trader with a big portfolio and a lot of people copy trading him, a lot of experience, BlackRock. So just right off the bat, I am interested. His portfolio in the last 30 days is up 144%, which equates to $52,000 profit. That is pretty good. Okay, so now let's glean into the details and see if I'm as impressed looking at the details. So in the last 1 week, he's up 13%, not bad. In the last 1 month, he's up 144%. In the last 3 months, he's up 180%. So he's been pretty consistent over the last 3 months. Most of the first month, he was flat or up a little. Then in month 2, he was up a little bit more. And then it looks like he's really found his stride in the last month, even though in the last week, he's kind of flat. Win rate, 78% in the last week. That is good. 88% in the last month. 82% in the last 3 months. That is very consistent. His trading volume, let's look on the 3 months. So again, he's really ramped up his volume in the last few weeks as well. Looks like he's developing his confidence. You prefer to have more volume across the last 3 months, but that's still not bad. Let's see how many coins he's buying. So in the last week, only ETH and Doge he's doing positions on. The last month, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Dogecoin, and he has a couple coins in the other category. Then he's got some XRP positions as well. So I certainly like what I'm seeing from BlackRock. So BlackRock seems like the best overall bet. Him and Invictus. BlackRock is a little bit better. His obviously is 180% return on his P&L in the last 3 months, way better than Invictus's 47%. And then additionally, BlackRock is the #1 overall trader on the ranking board that BTCC puts up, which kind of combines elements of all these. So he trades a lot of contracts the way Invictus does. So I think BlackRock is the best guy to copy. So then you would click copy right there. Now, first we need to look at fixed margin versus proportional margin. So fixed margin is probably the easier of the two. Fixed margin just means you're going to put the exact same amount in each trade that you copy for them going forward, regardless of how much they put in. So $50, if you put 50 here, every trade that they open, put $50 in. Even if they put 80% of their portfolio in one especially high conviction trade, you're not going to reflect that. You're just going to put the same amount in. Obviously, the amount that you put in per trade has to be less than the free amount, the amount you have in your wallet that you can use copy trading. Now, proportional margin, this means you want to invest in the same percentage that they do. So 1.0 means if they put in $100 in a specific trade, you're going to put in 100. If they put in $250 in a specific trade, you're going to put in $250. You can trade, increase it or decrease it 3 times. That means you put 3 times the amount. 0.8 means you put 0.8. Max copy trading margin is the total amount that you want to put into all your trades for that one lead trader. Obviously, the max copy trading margin has to be less than the total amount you have in your wallet that is available for copy trading. Now, this right here, copy ongoing positions, you probably want to toggle it off. If you toggle it on, it means that all their current open positions, you're just going to instantly copy right then. Probably toggle it off. You just want to copy their positions going forward so it doesn't just like quickly use up all your funds of the current ongoing position. Now, advanced settings, you definitely want to open up this tab right here. Copy trade contract settings. If there's any specific coins you don't want to copy trade the positions of for the lead trader, you can click on this and then untoggle those specific coins. I don't see a point of that. If you like a lead trader, just copy all their positions. Auto update, definitely have this selected on as it is there. That means that all the future positions, opening or closing, you will copy trade. That's kind of the point of copy trading, so make sure that is toggled on. Copy trade stop loss per order, very important tab. I highly recommend you do set this. This means that if your losses for the certain lead trader that you're copy trading reach a certain amount, just close out all trades and stop copy trading that person. Lead traders can get cold, so I would highly recommend that you don't kind of go broke on a specific trader. Just put, I don't know, if you have like a $1,000 portfolio and you want to do like say $300 for that one trade. If all my losses reach $300, stop copy trading them, then you'll still have $700 left, as opposed to, you know, if you don't put anything there and the lead trader just kind of just has a bunch of losses, your 1,000 could go down to zero. Take profit per order. I like to let my winners ride. I don't really see a need to select that. Stop loss per order, you can do that. You can set it at like, I don't know, if one individual trade hits 30% loss, then close out that trade immediately. You can, you cannot. Then you would just click copy trade now to start copy trading them, and then all trades going forward, it will copy trade. You'll get an email alert immediately when it does open or close a position, and you can stop the copy trade at any time. Just tomorrow, the next day, a month, a year later, anytime you want to, you can stop the copy trade. And again, if you want more specific details on all the buttons I just went through, all that, you can check out any of my prior copy trading videos. They're a little more detailed, like this one or this one. And again, if you want to sign up for any of the campaigns that I mentioned, or just create an account on BTCC, get up to $10,000 in bonuses. Use any of the links to the top of the description area right there. And then again, there are also timestamps as well, as I mentioned right down here, if you want to skip around to certain sections. And that's it, guys, for this copy trading tutorial update leaderboard video. I hope you enjoyed it. Ask any questions down below. I will try to respond to them. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Be back later in the video. BenCrypto signing out. Catch you later.